Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Moments with misspettypana, and I am misspettypana. Thank you so much guys for joining me once again. Thank you so much for your love. We're growing each and every single day, and I really appreciate that. So if you're new here, you're just watching videos without subscribing, why are you not subscribing? Please subscribe to the channel and let the family grow. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. With you guys, I know this can be possible. So today is a very informative video. Sorry guys, I'll be looking at my laptop because that's where I have the information of what I want to talk with you guys. So I'll be answering questions based on what you guys asked me. I think a year ago I did a video answering. No, I wasn't answering actually, I was just saying information of how to relocate to Germany, how you apply, how you start the process generally, like what you need and how you just navigate the process. So it's quite different, like everyone's story is different. So if you want to come to study here, the way the requirements are different. Someone who wants to come here and do apprenticeship, if you want to come here and do or pay, the requirements are different. Someone who wants to do as well, who wants to do apprenticeship as well, if you want to come here visit, it's just different. So it depends on what you want to come to do here. So I'll say that at the end of the video, but for now I'll start by answering the question that some of you guys asked me on Instagram. I asked you on my story to send me questions concerning this thing of relocating to Germany. So yeah, let's get right straight into the video. Before I start, please make sure that you subscribe, give this video a huge thumbs up, and you comment down below. I'm gonna reply to every question, so make sure that you engage with me on my socials. Here's my handle for everything, literally. If you send me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's just misspettypana. So make sure that you next time when I ask you guys, you make sure that you ask me a question. You don't say that I didn't reply to your question because you didn't participate in this activity. So make sure that next time you answer a question, make 3 questions. So let's get started. So I'll be referring to my laptop because that's where I have the questions. So the first person asked, I'll try to answer all of them actually. I think they're less than 20 or so. But I'm glad you guys asked. Participate next time so that I just I answer you if I know the answer to the question. So someone said, I'll not say names because yeah, maybe someone said, when did you go to Germany? That's like the first question. So yeah, I moved here, it's been close to 3 years now. I moved here in 2023. The 1st of August 2023, that's when I moved here. I arrived on the exact 1st of August 2023, that's when I moved here. So yeah, I guess I answered your question. And someone asked, can someone apply for apprenticeship visa for nursing? Why would they have or pay visa? First of all, I'm sorry if I'm replying to you very late, but if not, then it's okay, because probably you asked me expecting for a reply when you really needed help. I posted this poll on my story, I think a month ago, I think. So yeah, to answer you, yes, you can apply for a nursing, for an apprenticeship in nursing what you have or pay. It all depends. Like I said, I'm gonna really touch on that at the end of after answering this question. So what you just need for you to get into nursing school is your language. Like your language level is to be like, or probably you started or pay when you only had like A1 level of the Limla, or maybe A2. So now in nursing they need at least B2. We have to have B2. Some schools, I mean, you can get a place with only B1, but most of the schools at least you should have B2. So you can apply for a nursing visa whilst you have your OPE visa, and maybe if your OPE contract is about to end, that would be perfect, because you just need to switch from OPE to your apprenticeship, new nursing apprenticeship. But if only you are here, yeah, this means that you are here, so it is possible. But if the OPE contract is not yet over, you have to cancel your OPE visa, and then, but you have to do all of this when you're already when you have a place already in the nursing school. That means everything is in place now. I'm talking about the new contract for your new nursing school. Your paperwork concerning the Ausländer Behörde is in the home office. Everything has to be in order for you to cancel your OPE contract. That is if it's not yet over. You know, the process is kind of complicated, but if your OPE visa is almost over, I mean, it's almost like you have already set your time as an OPE, the time you're supposed to, then it's not really complicated. Just you have to switch visas. But what you need for the nursing school, at least you have your certificates, obviously your A or O level certificates, your language course, just at least B2. Those are like the most important. You can of course change from OPE to nursing. The next person asked, as a tourist visiting Germany, where would you recommend budget friend? I think she wants a budget friendly, I think. As a tourist, unfortunately, I've never been a tourist. Like, I don't know how it feels to be a tourist, so I wouldn't know. But I wouldn't really know, actually. I've never done this research of me being a tourist, because I just came here as a resident, yeah. So my first time here, everything was just hard, which is normal. Everything was just hard to navigate. Budget was obviously tight. So as a tourist now, I don't know, because if you're a tourist, it means you're already prepared to be a tourist. So it's not gonna be really hard for you, yeah, because obviously politically you are ready, and probably when it comes to the weather, you're also ready. So I think as a tourist, you are already ready. And where would you recommend? Obviously you want to go to big cities like Berlin, Frankfurt, places like Düsseldorf. The south of Germany as well is really nice. I've never been there, but I would recommend Berlin and NRW, North Rhine-Westphalia. That's where I live, so I feel like, yeah, there is more to do. Like, I'm still exploring, because I'm not someone who's always outside. Yeah, so I don't really like to be out there as well, but for the sake of exploring, I have to. But I'm doing it on my own pace. But I would recommend probably Berlin and North Rhine-Westphalia, which is the province, the Bundesland in NRW. Yeah, so that's my answer to that. Unfortunately, I've never been a tourist in this country. I've been always a resident, so I can't really answer that, but I think I tried my best. So the next question is, how is the place in general? Someone asked that. Sigh. Yeah, the place is, of course, if I'm to describe it, yeah, now it's now different, but it used to be really lonely. It's lonely, yeah, it's lonely, complicated, sophisticated. I would say sophisticated. No, structured. I would say complicated, lonely, structured, strict. I would say that as well. That's how I would describe it. So this country, if you're new here, it's very hard, because of course I know that we learn languages in our respective homelands, like wherever you're coming from. We learn the language probably up to even B2, but the moment you land in this country, everything is gonna be different, because you can imagine when you were back home in your country, you were learning these things on paper. You were just doing it in the classroom, and when you go wherever you're gonna go outside in the streets, it's now your mother tongue. Saying, hi, you just say boy, and that's like my mother tongue. I'm from Zimbabwe, and we speak Shona and English, sometimes English, but mostly Shona and Ndebele as well. Like our main language is Shona and Ndebele. Those are like our mother tongues, and then English, you know. So it's pretty much hard to now do everything now in this foreign language. Like if you're out of your room, as long as I'm out here, I want to speak to my neighbor, it's Germany. You want to, in the bus, it's Germany. Everything is written in German. So it's now like a structure that's like complicated to me, because I wasn't used to that, you know. The system as well, like the new system isn't complicated. Like I say, it isn't the appointment system. I wasn't used to that. It's kind of complicated, hard, and difficult at the same time, strict times, and lonely as well, because imagine, it's not always, you're not going to go in a city where there are maybe people from your home country. This country is big, yeah, compared to where I'm from. It's very big. So probably the next person that you know was your friend when you were still back home, you need to travel for like at least maybe 5 hours for you to reach wherever they live, for you to go wherever they live. So it's sometimes lonely, and if you want to make friends close to where you stay, it has to be German, and it's hard for you to just start friendship probably 24, and you want to start making friends. It's hard. So yeah, I would say it's hard, complicated, lonely, strict, and I don't know the other word that I said before. It's all of that. Yeah. So yeah, the next question is, what are their recommendations there? So I'll reply you. I think I'll reply more at the end of the video. Like I said, I'll say more like concerning the other video that I created, and people were complaining that the video was not really audible. So I think I'll reply more on that, but I'll just list things. So it depends what you're coming here to do. If you want to come as an au pair, you need your German language certificates. You need your German language certificates, and you need to learn the language first. I would say learn the language first, up to a level where you know that this is what's needed in whatever that I want to do. So if it's au pair, it has its requirements. You have to learn the language, at least maybe A1 and A2, and then you start applying. You need your language. That's like the number one point. And your certificates, of course, are necessary. At least O-level certificates, they are needed, but now translated. You need the certificates, O-level or A-level certificates, even diploma and degrees, and German language courses. You need to learn the language. So that's what they need for you to come here. Of course, your passport, things like your passport it's obvious. Do they give jobs to students? Well, I think yes. I'm not really more informed when it comes to this, but I think yes, because I know of students who are at the university, they're doing their masters, they're doing their PhDs, and yes, they have a certain number of hours that they are allowed to work. I don't know if you ask them from that perspective, but here students can work. I think in every country it's like that. Students can work. If it's probably it's what they call dual studies, like dual studies. I think you actually work. You are supposed to work when it comes to that. But as a student, you have specific hours that you're supposed to work, and if you exceed that, it can be a problem. About how, I don't know, but yeah, students can work. So the other question is that, do they have scholarship for external students, like from here in ZIM? Scholarships, I don't know. I haven't done so much research concerning that, because I myself, I never came through that route of studies, college. Of course, I'm doing something that has to do with studies, but what I'm doing doesn't. I haven't actually done my research, so sorry for that. I'm not well informed. I can't say much on that. So you really have to do your research on the internet. Yeah. I think this person asked in a serious way. They said, Monuesano in the military training. So they're saying that, is it a mandate that everyone should go for military training? That's like quatch. That's like in a joking way. But no, how are we supposed to go for military training? We're not in the army, bro. We're not in the army. And then someone said, I want to move to Germany for residency. Do I need a blocked account? I don't really know, to be honest. What I know is when you want to come to study in the university, it requires a blocked account. But it's a residency. Are you from Syria? Probably you're from Zimbabwe. As a resident, I don't know, but probably yes. I don't know. Yeah, if I do my research, I'll just put some information on the screen concerning that, but I'm not really well informed when it comes to that. And someone asked, to what extent was Hitler responsible for the defeat of Germany in the World War II? Bro, this is crazy. Why would you ask that? Like, I don't even know. One thing about this Hitler story, if you were really serious about your question, but I know it's sarcasm, you're just asking. If you're really serious, yeah, what I know is that since I came here, I think I heard the word Hitler less than 10 times, like randomly. Obviously, you know, it's the past now. They never speak much about. They don't speak much about it. I heard it like people just chatting at my workplace, but not like that. It's not even that deep, you know. So yeah, and I think those are the questions that people sent me. Yeah, those are the questions. They were not that. So yeah, to everyone who asked me something, thank you so much. So make sure you follow me on my Instagram, so that next time, whenever I ask you guys to send through some questions for the YouTube, you guys will have to participate. Thank you so much for the last part of this, the other video that I did that was not audible. What I said generally, basically,